Floors, like other elements, are associated with a level. To place a floor in the lower level of the model, double-click the lower level floor plan in the project browser. Floors are sketch-based elements. When the floor tool is started, a sketch mode is entered where the perimeter of the floor can be sketched with a closed loop of lines. Because there are already walls placed in the project, the Pick Walls tool from the Draw panel can be used to sketch the floor perimeter. Using the Pick Walls tool creates a constraint between the floor edge and the wall. If a wall is moved at a later time to accommodate a design change, the floor edge will move with it automatically. By hovering over a wall to highlight it and then pressing the Tab key, the chain of connected walls can be selected with one click. The parallel lines shown along the top sketch line of the floor indicate the span direction of the floor. In this case, the floor is a generic floor, so the span direction is not critical. If the span direction needs to be changed, the tool on the Draw panel allows for another line on the perimeter to be assigned the span direction. Click the check mark to finish the floor once the sketch is complete. A floor can be used as an attachment point for walls, so we're asked if the walls touching the floor should stop at this floor's level. The walls are currently using levels as their attachments, so that relationship will be left intact by clicking No. Floors also can cut the geometry out of walls they are intersecting. Depending on the actual built condition, this may or may not be needed. In this case, the floor does not need to be cut by the geometry of the wall. To place the floor on the second level, leave the floor selected and copy it to the clipboard. From the 3D view, you can see the floor in the model as the Paste Align to Selected Levels tool is used. The shape of the floor pasted to the second level needs to be modified to match the design intent. Sketching the changes will be easier from the second floor plan view, so that view is opened from the project browser. When a sketch-based element is selected, the Contextual tab displays an Edit Boundary tool. Select this tool to make edits to the sketch of the floor. Sketch mode is entered, and the sketch of the floor can be seen. The right floor edge is selected and then moved away from the wall to create an opening between the floor edge and the outer wall. Another edge is selected and moved to create a balcony space on the exterior of the building. The Align tool is used to align the floor edge with the exterior wall. When the Align tool is used, a lock icon is displayed. This can be clicked to establish a constraint between the aligned elements. Trim and Delete are used to finish cleaning up the sketch, and then the sketch is finished. Again, the attachment question is asked for the walls, and again the response is no. To attach the interior walls from the floor below to this floor, you can select them and then click Attach Top from the Contextual tab. Then select the floor edge to establish the attachment target. In a 3D view, the balcony on the exterior and the loft space on the interior, created by the floor modifications, can be seen.